team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 89 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing on first down. Harrington into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Back to throw. Harrington. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys. Because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Now right, throwing on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener in the second one, week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. On 1st and 10, Harrington. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Right. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw. Right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They'll try and throw for it. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like a really completely different football team.
They sure do. They realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 10, touchdown Tampa Bay. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. All right, now. This going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ian Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Off the bootleg. Harrington. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
That's caught by Ware. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to.
End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2. And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option. Pass it there to Lawrence.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards. but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On first down, Harrington. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. An entertaining start to this one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Harrington steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Harrington. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Thomas brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, good move. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Second down, another shot for Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Harrington flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. From the shotgun, Lawrence. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are... out a bit further. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got... Try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Throwing on first down. Harrington. He's got Otten. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Lawrence going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But you identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy out there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
It's caught by Mike Evans. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there as as the first half is winding down. Now Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Harrington out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. To throw on 2nd down. Harrington. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Harrington. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, Harrington.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Harrington. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back to throw. Harrington. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again. Now he's flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running right, Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Aaron Jones
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Buccaneers get a bit closer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Meanwhile, Lawrence is throw complete there to Thomas.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lawrence's throw taken in by Evans here.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch it. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
He gets it to Thomas.
May seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
One thing you have to see. Concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And it's incomplete, broken up, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
From the shotgun, Lawrence
being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
That's interference. Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrington.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Harrington. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Harrington. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. On 1st down, Harrington. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He finds his man complete. That's Torres. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks have pretty good play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. Don't remember being in this type of situation again. And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Their incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Harrington. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harrington. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles,
and now here's another interception. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
Lawrence will throw.
This is caught by Evans. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And my goodness, another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.